Can older adults learn to use technology? We're going to talk about that today. If you go on the internet at all, you probably see memes about older adults and technology. It's kind of a joke that old people are funny because they don't understand how to use technology. And when they make mistakes trying to post things online or use a messaging app, it's funny, or so the internet says. Let's look at some examples.
Computer, I'll show you some example pictures. Oh, great. Lily, what it mean when somebody say, slide into my DM?
It means direct messages.
Slide into direct message, okay. Photo album somewhere here. Oh, no, that's not right. Let me start over.
Did you want a hand with that or?
No, that's okay, just finding my bearings here. In my DM, somebody sent me eggplant picture. They must be vegetarian. I like eggplant too.
Mom, block them.
Do you want to set up Safari?
My new computer already planning our next vacation.
All right, let's try again here. Oh, here it is. Photos, okay. Collections. Years. Oh no, that's too much. Let me go back 1 second. There we are, okay.
I really don't need to see any example pictures. I just want a basic shelf, just basic.
You know, I know, I'll just show you on our web page. I got one of those on let me just get into the internet here.
Okay, Paramjeet, I'm going to change pressure in a room with my computer. Hold on to something. Oi, Manjeet, be careful, okay? And airdrop. Dad, airdrop is a way to send files to people that are close to you. I see, okay. Let me send a file to neighbor, huh? Send eggplant picture.
Okay, here we are. Yeah, this is our website. See, we've got our featured shelves here next to all these apps.
So a common theme that comes up is that because the person is old, they don't get the technology, and it's kind of cute that they're so silly that they're posting funny things. But here are my challenges to anybody watching those videos and thinking it's funny because the person's older. Is it just old people that make mistakes like that? Have you ever hit reply all instead of reply? What happened when you did? Was it because of your age? Or was it because you were distracted? Or because you were never informed about how to use those functions? So a lot of these funny things, I think, are being put in the context of the person being older because they play into ageist assumptions and stereotypes. So they're not necessarily because the person's older. The other thing I would challenge is that some of those jokes are related to a generation gap. So it's not necessarily that the person is old, it's just that they have a different viewpoint than the younger person. And I mean, you could make similar jokes about a parent and a child, or people who are from different cultures. So it's really just the difference between the people that makes it funny. But why does it have to be at the expense of the older adult? And do you really think older people aren't using technology? Well, you might be surprised to learn that in 2019, over half of people over 70 bought some smart technology. Most of those people bought a smartphone, but 7% of them bought some wearable technology, like an Apple Watch or something like that. And 12% of them got a smart home device. So if you were selling those products, you'd be kind of dumb to ignore the older market. A lot of older adults use the internet. The Wrinkle is an online resource, so I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't think that older adults weren't online. 60% of older adults are online, and of those, 70% are online every day. And 50% of people who are older and are online are using social media. So that's apps like Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, and the like. There's a lot of older TikTokers as well, and some of them have pretty big followings. So older adults are using technology, and age should not be a barrier to adopting technology. On a serious note, this topic came up because we were talking about virtual doctor visits and how about 30 to 40% of people who are offered a virtual visit, at least in my practice, are declining to do that. So they would rather wait until they can have a face-to-face visit. But that might be months away because my clinic has closed down because it was in a hospital, and we're still working on getting a face-to-face location where we can do in-person visits. Why these people aren't taking up the virtual visit, we're still trying to find out exactly the reasons, but part of it is access to technology. I mentioned that 60% of older adults have the internet, but that means a good proportion still do not. But the barriers to not having internet aren't because the people are older. Most of the time it's because of cost, or it could be because of physical disabilities. So if someone has trouble seeing or hearing and hasn't been shown how to use adaptive technologies to make the internet work, they might think the internet isn't for them. And that's not fair. Online services, technology, entertainment, and education is for everybody. And people who are older should have access to those tools at the same rate of people who are younger. If we use ageist assumptions to think that people are too old to really get it, then we're not even going to try, and we're not going to look at what the real barriers are and how we can overcome them. I can give you lots of examples of older adults who are using technology. My dad just traded in his MacBook Pro for an iPad because he really likes using the touch screen, and he made sure to get his free AirPods as part of the deal. Both of my parents use technology every day to learn, to entertain themselves, and to communicate. So that's just one example. I have patients in my office who have smartphones, who communicate with me and with other health professionals through email. So that assumption that older people can't use technology is not true. On top of missing out on the entertainment value and the education that people can get by being online, a lot of care is being delivered virtually, medical care, and I don't think that's going to change. I think that virtual care has a lot of advantages to it. For example, people can save money. They can stay in their own homes to have an appointment. They can often have appointments more quickly because overall it can be more efficient, so it can save time for the whole system. And if 40% of people can't access that, we need to find out what those barriers are and overcome them, as I said. It's more than just getting the joys of Facebook. It could mean getting access to healthcare. So thanks for watching, and I hope that I've made you think a little bit about older adults using technology. If you're an older person yourself, I'd love to hear how you use technology every day. And remember, technology is kind of a broad term. I guess in this video we're talking more about technological devices like telecommunications devices, phones, the internet, and so on. But technology is used in many ways every day by people of all ages. And we shouldn't deprive older adults of an experience to use technology because we think they won't get it. Please share your thoughts, and thanks again for watching. If you want to have more wrinkle, go to my website, thewrinkle.ca, or you can watch the video that YouTube is suggesting right now.